Troops intensify operation along Abuja-Kaduna highway. Zamfara State seeks global support to boost healthcare delivery. Court sentences Pastor Adetokunbo, author, to death for using 7-year-old boy for ritual. On business, Nigeria now 4th in the World Bank's top 10 debtors ranking. On international scene, President Biden signs ratification documents approving NATO membership for Finland and Sweden. And in sports, Falconets ready to conquer the world in the Under-20 Women World Cup. Hello and welcome to SVTV Newsroom. I am Mumkuthum Mohammed, now the news in full. Troops of Operation Thunderstrike of the Nigerian Army and that of Operation Puff Adder of the Nigerian Police have intensified patrols and operations along the Kaduna-Abuja highway and surrounding communities. This is part of efforts to flush out bandits and provide adequate security on the highway and the general area. Speaking during an assessment tour of the ongoing security operations on the highway, the Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, said, contrary to insinuations that motorists have abandoned the highway because of insecurity, more vehicles are still plying the road as a result of the presence of security operatives in the area.
You have seen that the 2 lanes of Kaduna-Abuja road, they are busy. People are traveling out of Kaduna and people are traveling into Kaduna. And I have also taken you around. You've seen officers and men of Operation Thunderstrike. They are busy on the road. On the other side, officers and men of Operation Puff Adder, a police headquarters response team to this road, you've seen they are all busy. And you have also seen that farmers who have abandoned their farms are back. They are also busy working on their farms. So we want to assure you that Kaduna State Government will continue to partner with federal security agencies that are working not only on the Kaduna-Abuja road, but other frontline locations across the state.
Mr. Arwen also debunked reports that the convoy of the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 12 was attacked along the Kaduna-Abuja highway last week, saying that the incident took place between Kaduna and Nasarawa state's borders. Among the locations visited by the Commissioner are Regina and Katari villages, which are flashpoints areas on the highway.
This road is very strategic, and that is why we did not stay in Kaduna. We are not in Kaduna town, we are not in Kaduna city, we are on the Kaduna-Abuja road with you. You have seen it yourself that the roads are busy. Both lanes of the road are busy and people are traveling.
Governor Bello Matawalle of Zamfara State has called for global support towards improving healthcare delivery in the state. The governor made the appeal when a team of international partners from World Health Organization, UNICEF, Chigari, Solina, Bill and Gates Foundations visited him in Gusau on Monday. Represented by his chief of staff, Malam Ibrahim Suleiman, the governor said that the state needed financial and technical support to boost its healthcare delivery. Our correspondent Amina Kabir Sarki has more on the report.
Governor Matawalle said that the state also needed support in the training of personnel and the provision of more state-of-the-art medical equipment, pointing out that the state government have taken steps to provide infrastructure and manpower to improve health service delivery to the communities in the state. The governor said so far his administration has completed primary health care centers in the 147 wards of the state. Matawalle further said that the state government had procured 147 tricycle ambulances for the health centers to handle emergencies. He said his administration had upgraded the existing secondary health care infrastructure across the state to ensure improved access to medical care and have also recruited no fewer than 550 health personnel to enhance service delivery. He also said that the state government has procured mobile clinic vans which have been strategically located for emergencies. The governor, however, stated that more work was still needed to support the sector towards more efficient performance and commended the partners for their untiring support to the state in the face of heightening insecurity. Speaking earlier, leader of the team, Prof. Muhammad Ali Pate, expressed their commitment to partner relevant stakeholders to build confidence among communities. He urged the state government to invest more in health security through the provision of basic services such as vaccines, disease surveillance, and training of health workers. Amina Kabir Sarki reported for SBTV News.
Amid the worsening insecurity across the country, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, has assured Nigerians that the 2023 general elections will hold peacefully. There have been serious concerns by Nigerians as to whether the polls will be conducted by the Independent National Electoral Commission across the country, as terrorists and bandits keep having a field day despite repeated assurances by the federal government to tackle insecurity. But speaking during a media parley on Tuesday at the defense headquarters in Abuja, General Irabo said the military will do everything possible to ensure that nothing stops the poll from holding.
We must also call the political class. We must call them to account. For them to want to take actions as we begin to prepare to go into the election process. For them to take actions that are focused, that are objective, that speak to our moving forward on issues, not issues that are intended to distract us from embarking on that agenda.
The defense chief also reiterated the commitment of the military to protecting the democratic ideals in Africa's most populous nation. According to him, the military has made a covenant to protect Nigeria's democracy and it has not changed its position. The parley was meant to solicit the support of the media organizations towards tackling the security challenges in the country. He also used the opportunity of the briefing to reveal that the assailants linked to a suspected terror attack on the St. Francis Catholic Church in Noah 2 months ago have been arrested.
It's my pleasure to also let you know, starting with the church attack, they have arrested those behind that dastardly act. It was my intention to present them to the public, but of course, because of certain investigations were still carried out, I had to, on the last count, change my mind, and otherwise I would have brought them here for you to see them. And I'd like to say that in due course, you will see them. Not just those ones, but of course those who have been at the heart of very daring attacks, those who have turned themselves to men of evil to put our nation under the kind of desperation that we've had in the past few months.
The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Hajia Sadia Umar Farouk, was on Tuesday commended over her response to the economic and security challenges facing the country.
According to the power given to this House in subsection 88 and 89 of the Federal Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that there will be need for us to investigate how much so far have we invested in this program. Are we doing well? Does it really worth it? Then what are the essence of this program? Can we justify the program? And also, most of this youth, they have been disengaged, most importantly, disengaged, and some of them are still going to work at their place of primary assignment, and they have not been paid their stipend.
At the time, at the cutoff date, on the 15th of every month, we cut off payroll. By cutting off payroll, we say, okay, these are the people that are working. We expect everybody to work. The only people that we do not put in payroll are those who, one, we have gotten reports from the states that they do not go to work.
This is a project that the government has put in place to alleviate poverty.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't allow it to die. So if we are getting complaints here and there, be prepared that those people will be invited and they will come and say one or two things. Those that are being owed and those that have no problem.
The nation has been faced with insecurity, which resulted in the devastation of agricultural production, decline in economic fortune due to the negative impact of COVID-19, and also the global food shortage due to the Russian-Ukrainian war. This development had prompted strategic responses by the federal government through the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development under the leadership of Hajiya Sadiya Umar Farouk. The minister was commended during a press conference in Abuja, which was organized by Conference of Civil Society of Nigeria. The chairperson of Conference of Civil Society of Nigeria called on the public, international community, the United Nations, bilateral and multilateral partners to support humanitarian response in Nigeria, especially as the country grapples to defeat the current menace of insecurity. Mr. Chijioke Okoli, Country Director, Agriculture and Construction Equipment Division, John Dere Brand, Tata Africa Service Nigeria Limited, says the country needs 13 trillion naira to solve its mechanization problem. Mr. Okoli said this in Abuja at a micro-documentary screening organized by Alluvial Agriculture Nigeria Limited, a private organization working to enable smallholder farmers contribute their quota in ensuring the country attain food security. The title of the program was Aiding Women's Access in Farm Mechanization. He said that the 13 trillion naira would be channeled more into the acquisition of tractors. According to Mr. Okoli, Nigeria has about 34 million arable hectares and will need about 377,000 tractors if it must complete the task of land preparation of that size within 1 month. He stressed that Nigeria as of now don't even have 7,000 functional tractors in the whole country, adding that the country should be talking about 100,000 tractors to think of mechanizing agriculture in the country, but only having about 2,000 tractors successfully pushed into the market. One pastor, Erimole Adetokunbo, and another suspect, Mr. Adedoyin Oyekomi, have been sentenced to death by an Ikeja Special Offences Court over the crime of killing a 7-year-old boy for ritual purposes. Justice Oluwatoyin Taiwo on Tuesday, August 9, 2022, sentenced the duo 24 hours after they changed their pleas from not guilty to guilty on Monday, August 8. The convicts were charged with conspiracy of committing murder. For more on the report, Rafia Mainasara.
According to Lagos State Government, the convicts committed the offense on June 7, 2017 at number 6 Oke Oniburuku Street, Odekekere, Okrodu, Lagos. The government said that the Jew cut up the child's head and buried it on a church altar and threw the body into a canal. The judge held that the case was pathetic, saying that the Jew conspired and murdered the child, adding that the defendants have committed a heinous crime and deserve no mercy. They have cruelly and internationally killed a 7-year-old boy, which deprived him and his family of a bright destiny. Report gathered that the convicts were arraigned on October 30, 2017 on a 2-count charge. Rafi Aminasara reporting for SVTV News.
Dr. Nuruddin Abdullahi, Coordinator, Kano Territorial Office of the National Emergency Management Agency, said the agency received 13 Nigerians from Khartoum, Sudan. Dr. Abdullahi disclosed this while receiving the returnees in Kano on Tuesday. The returnees arrived at Malam Aminu Kano International Airport at about 3 p.m. on Tuesday on an Ethiopian airline aircraft with flight number ET343. Samira Ibrahim has more on the report.
Dr. Abdullahi noted that the returnees were returned to Nigeria by the International Organization for Migration Initiative on Migrant Protection and Reintegration and European Union under the Assisted Voluntary Returnees Program. The returnees were brought back through a voluntary program for the distressed who had left the country to seek for greener pastures in various European countries and could not afford to return when their journey became frustrated. The returnees included 5 female adults and 8 children from Jigawa and Kano states. According to him, the returnees will be trained for 4 days to be self-reliant and will be given grants to enable them to meet expenses of initial settling down. The returnees were given food, toiletries, blankets, mosquito nets, pampers and clothes each. Dr. Abdullah advised Nigerians to avoid endangering their lives by traveling to seek for greener pastures in other countries, adding that no country is better than Nigeria. He further explained that the agency between May and July had received 367 stranded Nigerians from Agadez, Niger Republic, and trained them on various skills acquisition. That's the report. Samira Ibrahim reporting for SVTV.
Now in business, over to Amina Kabir Sarki.
Audio Jungle.
Thank you, Umu Kulsum, and on business updates. Nigeria now ranks 4th in the World Bank Sub-10 International Development Association borrowers list. Nigeria was ranked 5th in the World Bank fiscal year 2021 audited financial statement, known as the IDA financial statement, with $11.7 billion International Development Association debt stock as of June 30, 2021. However, the newly released World Bank fiscal year 2022 audited financial statement for International Development Association showed that Nigeria has moved to the 4th position on the list, with $13 billion International Development Association debt stock as of June 30, 2022. This shows that the country accrued about $1.3 billion IDA debt within a fiscal year to take over the 4th top debtor position from Vietnam. This debt is different from the outstanding loan of $486 million from World Bank's International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. The top 5 countries on the list slightly reduced their International Development Association debt stock except Nigeria. The World Bank disclosed recently that Nigeria's debt, which may be considered sustainable for now, risks becoming unsustainable in the event of macro-fiscal shocks. I am Aminat Kabir Sarki. Thank you for watching and keep watching Standard Voice Television.
Thank you, Amina. An international scene? United States of America's President Joe Biden signed ratification documents on Tuesday, bringing Finland and Sweden one step closer to joining the NATO alliance. In May, both nations began the formal process of applying to NATO amid the backdrop of Russia's war in Ukraine, and all 30 NATO allies must approve Finland and Sweden's membership in the alliance.
For the world of today and the world of tomorrow, our alliance is closer than ever. It is more united than ever. And when Finland and Sweden bring the number of allies to 32, we'll be stronger than ever. Stronger than ever.
Last week, the Senate voted 95-1 to ratify the entrance of Finland and Sweden into the world's most powerful military alliance. Both Finland and Sweden already met many of the requirements to be NATO members. Earlier this year, Biden welcomed leaders from both countries to the White House and pledged to work with the Senate, which has to sign off on U.S. approval of NATO bids, and the other 29 members of the alliance to swiftly bring Sweden and Finland into the group. And now in sports. Super Falcons coach Chris Danjuma said, "Falconets are ready to conquer the world in the Under-20 Women World Cup." The competition starts on Wednesday, with the Falconets set to play their first match against France at the Estadio Nacional in San Jose as from 5 p.m. Costa Rica time, 12 midnight Nigeria time on Thursday. Nigeria's other group phase matches are against Korea Republic as from 2 p.m. Costa Rica time, 9 p.m. Nigeria time on Sunday, 14th August, and against Canada as from 8 p.m. Costa Rica time on Wednesday, 17th August, 3 a.m. Nigeria time on Thursday, 18th August. Both matches will hold at the Alejandro Morero Soto Stadium. Still in sports, Adrien Rabiot, who joined Juventus as a free agent in the summer of 2019, is in the final year of his contract and has fallen out of favor at the Italian giants. Juventus are satisfied with letting Rabiot leave the club this summer before his contract ends in 2023.
Often outspoken, has an opinion, often upsetting. Agent, I think is his mother. She's caused problems in the past, and there's been a few unsettling things. So when I listen to the interview about Ten Hag talking about the character and the right people for the club, I look at both sides and I think you're going completely against what you're saying. So it's very interesting. Very, very talented footballer, however. I have to say that he is very gifted.
Manchester United have continued to work on all midfield options as a transfer for Barcelona's Frenkie de Jong has been a complicated one to do. But they have not given up on a deal for the junk, and there is still a belief there is a deal to be done. Barcelona President Joan Laporta has reiterated that there have been offers but has indicated that the junk wants to stay and the club wants him to stay. However, economic issues have not gone away and the matter of the junk's deferred wages remain unresolved. Frankie de Jong has been Manchester United's primary transfer target. Central midfield has been a priority position all summer for United, and signing both Rabiot and de Jong has not been ruled out. Rabiot had a brief spell in the academy of Manchester City before turning professional at Paris Saint-Germain in his homeland a decade ago. He made 227 appearances and won 5 league titles at PSG before joining Juventus 3 years ago. Rabiot started 28 matches in Serie A last season. And that's all we have in news updates for today. But before we go, a quick look at the major headlines once again. Troops intensify operation along Abuja-Kaduna highway. Zamfara State seeks global support to boost healthcare delivery. Court sentences Pastor Adetukumbo, author, to death for using 7-year-old boy for ritual. On business, Nigeria now 4th in the World Bank's top 10 debtors ranking. On international scene, President Biden signs ratification documents approving NATO membership for Finland and Sweden. And in sports, Falconets ready to conquer the world in the Under-20 Women World Cup. On behalf of the editorial crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Department, once again I am Muhammad saying thanks for watching. Do have a nice day. Keep watching Standard Voice Television.